second in the series, the longest streak in 110 years. They control the opening tip. And here is winner now over to Andrew Rohde. Now Blackwell on the baseline. Blackwell cut off, under 10 to shoot. Here's Boyd. Good defense from the Gophers. Boyd into the lane, hanging in the air and hitting.
Boyd bailed out that possession for the Badgers. Is almost exclusively on the left side of the floor, but Boyd is a left-handed guy, but he was able to get back to that left-handed shot with the right-handed dribble. Nicely done by the transfer.
Now Isaac Osama for the Gophers.
And if you are the Badgers, you have to maintain defensive discipline, because if you get caught watching the basketball or not paying attention, you're going to get back cut.
Crocker Johnson gets the first two of the game. Now, that was one of the things Greg Gard talked to us about earlier today. We were watching the Badgers go through their shoot-around, just how disciplined you have to be defensively against Minnesota. John Blackwell hitting the three, and that is what Wisconsin does. This is a great three-point shooting team.
Yeah, they made a number against Michigan, big reason that they won, and Blackwell's been a very good barometer for them this year. He started to play very, very well over the last 2 or 3 ball games, had a little bit of a skid, but man, he was huge with 26 points in that win versus the Wolverines.
Here's Durkin out of the corner, he answers.
And Durkin kind of picking up where he left off in that losing effort against the Trojans, Dave. He was 3 of 6 from deep.
Now Blackwell loses it, but it is going to stay with Wisconsin. I mean, this was a team that Mike DeCourcy did not have in his NCAA tourney bracket projection. As of last week, had them in as a 10 seed by virtue of that win this morning, as Blackwell misses that one and Crocker Johnson clears for Minnesota. Here's Crocker Johnson for 3, kind of a quick shot. Offensive rebound, Tyson, and they get a fresh 20. Shot clock under 10. Reynolds backing down. Boyd, what a good move.
And notice the spacing, Dave. The other 4 yellow jerseys cleared out, which allowed Reynolds to kind of back down the smaller Boyd, and because they'd spaced the floor so well, the dig down wasn't available.
Rohde hitting. Andrew Rohde with the first 3 for him, and guy Greg Gard told me today wants to encourage to shoot more.
He was a big-time scorer at his first stop at St. Thomas, was the freshman of the year in that league and averaged around 19 points per ball game.
Yeah, playing here, not far from here at all, at St. Paul, and then transferred down to Virginia. There's Tyson, the North Carolina transfer, had it knocked away, but a foul on Rohde.
Good job by Blackwell of kind of blocking that cut there by Tyson.
Crocker Johnson maneuvers his way through.
And if you are Wisconsin, Dave, you have to understand this is a left-handed laden Gopher squad, and jump that right shoulder, not allow him to get to the left hand. Both left-handed players, Reynolds and Crocker Johnson, have been able to score so far with their strong hand.
Inside, shot clock again, well under 10. Blackwell, that one rolls out, and the rebound to Tyson, and here comes Reynolds for the Gophers. Now Osama through the lane, he lays it in.
And a nice job by Osama, but a small thing, well done by Crocker Johnson. He got enough hip into the guy guarding him, I think it was Winter, took away that shot blocking presence, which created the path to the rim for Osama.
Really good start for the Gophers. They've won 5 of their last 6. They only lost in that stretch last time out in overtime here Friday against USC. Here's Boyd. He is fouled. Boyd hitting both free throws, and Wisconsin within 1, and now Minnesota bringing it across. They have scored on every possession, Sean. They're averaging 2.2 points per possession so far.
That's pretty good.
That's good. You can win a lot of games that way.
Nice pass.
Reynolds. It's trapped down and under, and a nice feed to Grove.
And a good job by Grove of not being a spectator. you know, a lot of guys would have just stood still, but he understood that Reynolds was in trouble. Reynolds didn't panic and drove the beneficiary.
Liaskis thought about it. He tried to get it inside the winner. What a beautiful feed.
Man, that was a tough pass. Well done. But Brody has the size to look over the top. That was a rare breakdown defensively by Minnesota. There were no hands up there to obstruct the view.
Osima. Liaskis cutting him off. Shot clock again under 10. Through the lane, Tyson, and Minnesota's still perfect. They've scored every time they've had the ball in the front court.
And again, that's just an example of if you are Wisconsin and you get caught watching the ball and do not rotate defensively, they will make you pay. Tyson showing you why you don't become a spectator. Teammates in trouble, create a passing angle.
Shot clock at 10. Here's Winner, the Minnesota native. That one doesn't go. And here come the Gophers the other way. It's Reynolds. Osima. Quick first step, and he lays it in.
Well, how about the recognition by Osima? Catches it, understands he's got Viliauskas away from his comfort zone. Shot fake, able to turn the corner. Nice help there by Osima to take away the path for Brody.
There's Boyd with the shot clock at 10. Viliauskas left it short, and Osima the board.
Nice block out by Osima. And how about Reynolds understanding the fellow left-hander Boyd? He took away that left hand on that far side.
That was something they worked on today on the shoot-around, just being cognizant of Boyd being a lefty as Boyd fouls Reynolds, who will go to the free throw line.
They will guard you. I mean, it's not just their offense. Defensively, they are stout.
It's a little different than the early Fred Hoiberg teams. Braden Carrington and Jack Janicki, couple Minnesota natives both in the game now for the Badgers. Carrington, of course, a former Gopher. This is Janicki.
Carrington contributing mightily off the bench in that winning effort at Michigan with 12 points and 9 boards.
Off balance from Boyd as the shot clock expired, and Minnesota's made Wisconsin work for everything.
And Reynolds, the last 2 times down the floor defensively, has given Boyd fits.
That is the first empty possession for Minnesota. It comes more than 7 minutes into the game.
Oh, you got to bench the guy now. You got to bench him.
Knocked away there. Tyson didn't know it. Boyd, plenty of time for the Badgers. Carrington hearing it from the crowd. Again, 2 years at Minnesota, transferred to Tulsa, and now back here. I talked to him today. He told me a little bit nervous about this game as Boyd misses it. Carrington, great offensive rebound, and draws the foul. Playing really well. Viliauskas, everyone contributing. Blackwell through the lane and gets it to go.
Nice design of the out of bounds for Blackwell to get him something going toward the rim. Did a little bit of a wheel route and been able to catch it with momentum going downhill with that strong right hand.
There's Tyson. Will Garlock is in there, the freshman 7-footer, 23 for the Badgers. Kai Shinholster, 9 in for Minnesota. Gophers are patient. Reynolds gets the roll.
Boy, Reynolds, we've talked about Crocker Johnson, but there's a lot to like about Langston Reynolds too. Had a career-high 13 assists against Northwestern, but can score around the rim with either hand and has done a nice job defensively here tonight when he's drawn the assignment on Nick Boyd.
In double figures, 3 straight games. He had 22 against Iowa, one of their 2 signature wins. They beat Iowa and Indiana. Again, shot clock at 5. Brody rims out. Garlock trying to track it down, and he will go leaping over the scorer's table.
And he stuck the landing.
Yeah, he did. That's something that dates back to Bo Ryan's days, just to show them it was nothing to worry about, and it's become kind of a fun moment they shared on social media and get involved in razzing one another. A lot of newcomers on this team, so a lot of first-time floor fallers today. This is Shinholster, left it short. Bilyaskis the rebound, and here comes Rhodey. Blackwell. Nicely done by John Blackwell. He's got 7.
And he started it off with that three-point shot in the corner, and if you don't close out under control, he will make you pay. His offensive confidence has certainly returned over the last week and a half.
Yeah, he was going through a little bit of a slump, but the Michigan game, I think, took care of that. He had 26 points in that win over the Wolverines. The Gophers nearly turned it over. Now out of the corner, out there from Osama, and Carrington the rebound.
And you can see Wisconsin really wants to push the pace, Dave. And it's going to be incumbent upon Minnesota to get back and get situated.
Bilyaskis inside. First 2 for Alexis Bilyaskis. He had 5 threes at a career high 17 in that win over Michigan.
And a nice job by Bilyaskis on that pass and not bringing the ball down below his shoulders. Caught it up high, kept it there.
There's Osama working around the screen from Grove. And the pull-up jumper goes.
And Grove then rolled to the rim. Carrington got caught. That allowed that fan dribble by Osama. Nice two-man game between Osama and Grove.
That does it for Osama. And Carrington's going to hear it throughout this game from the Gopher crowd. Blackwell has it knocked away, and it will stay with Wisconsin. Prior to that, they had been 300th or slower in 15 of the previous 17 years, as Carrington will try the 3, and he hits it. Big shot for Braden Carrington. So I was going to ask you just kind of the role that you've seen Pace play so far here tonight.
Well, I think when they've been able to situate Minnesota, speaking defensively, when they've been able to keep Wisconsin a little bit slower and in the half court, it's certainly been to their advantage. You could tell on any kind of rebound or turnover, Wisconsin really looking to push it, not only because that's how they play, but also this is a team in Minnesota that does not have a lot of options to go to.
And Reynolds called for the charge.
But you saw that inside extension of the arm by Reynolds.
Here's Rhodey on the drive, and that doesn't go. Crocker Johnson the rebound. Now Tyson for the Gophers. Tyson had it knocked away, but he's fouled. That foul was on Bilyaskis, and Cade Tyson to the free throw line.
When he gets there, very effective, north of 80%. And the free throw line also on the other side. Wisconsin gets their mail delivered there. They get 23 free throw attempts per ball game.
Yeah, they are on pace for their most free throw attempts in a season in more than half a century. And of course, last year's team was one of the best. Whoa, Carrington, the long 3. 2 big threes for Braden Carrington. Just to finish that thought, Wisconsin last year was the second best free throw shooting team by percentage in NCAA history. But the three-pointer, the story here, and that was a long one from Carrington.
And with no hesitation.
There's Tyson with the fadeaway. 6 points now for Tyson, and the Gophers back up 2. Carrington through the lane, hanging in the air. That one doesn't go. And Osama the other way for the Gophers. Here's Tyson. Rims out. This is where Boyd is so dangerous, but Minnesota able to cut him off.
Nice. Oh, that's just beautiful transition basketball by Wisconsin. You kick it ahead. Winter Trails comes in behind, gets the defender on his back, and it's lights out.
And now foul inside. And they have been season ticket holders for about 55 years here at the Barn, and now they watch their son coach the team. It's an amazing story as Crocker Johnson hits a big 3.
Kind of stem the tide and give a little different look. Minnesota will go zone to zone from time to time, and this is one of those occasions to not just give a different look, but even though you don't want to say you're resting a little bit in the zone, it gives you a little bit of a breather.
Ilyauskas out of the corner, can't get it to go. Awesome on the rebound. Here come the Gophers, who are shooting 71% in this first half.
How about Langston Reynolds so far? 6 assists for Reynolds.
The guy who does so many things well. Here is Reynolds. One rims out. Winner the rebound.
That's a shame for Minnesota. That was so well designed. He goes down, sets the screen, and then flares back out.
In the corner, Janicki. You've got to work for everything against this Minnesota team. Winner can't get it to go. Janicki kept it alive, but it comes to Osima. Crocker Johnson inside. Gets it to go and draws the foul. Karen celebrating that one as Crocker Johnson unable to hit the free throw. Free throw shooting a bit of a bugaboo for this Gophers team. Not a great foul shooting team, which is a shame because they get to the line quite a bit. Nice move, Winner. Can he finish it off? He can.
How about that footwork? That was pretty. Up, under. They know a little bit about that here in the barn. Kevin McHale, maybe the best at that.
Banner hanging from the rafters down there, Kevin McHale.
Sometimes he'll throw it in and kind of do a little bit of a post up, but here he just sets the back screen.
They try to get it inside there to Crocker Johnson, but a little miscommunication. It's the second turnover of the game. Wisconsin yet to turn it over. Carrington out of the corner, well off the mark, and the rebound to Crocker Johnson. So now they have a bit of a quandary. Do you boo or do you chant air ball when Carrington touches it? This is one I'll be fascinated to see how that plays out as Crocker Johnson is fouled. Crocker Johnson already into double figures for the 15th time. Niko Medved was a hockey player as a kid, but his parents told him took up too much time and was too expensive. And so he changed his focus to basketball and really just a love affair with this game. Here's Carrington.
Nice job by Reynolds, even in that zone defense of forcing Boyd right.
A Winner.
Good ball up.
Great defense from Grove, and Winner airballs it. A shot clock violation.
What stood out to me, that's how you shoot 68%.
And that's an area where Wisconsin struggled. They haven't been a great defensive team this year, but they're giving up nearly 32 points per game in the paint. That is the third most in the Big Ten, and we have seen Minnesota take advantage of that. Here's Crocker Johnson working on Janicki, decided size advantage there. Durkin. Shot clock at 6. Osima. Now Reynolds spins his way in, tied up, and a held ball. It's going to stay with the Gophers. Just over 3 to shoot here for Minnesota. Got to get something going at the rim. Tyson, nice defense by Rhodey, and Winner clears the board. Minnesota doing a really good job of getting back on defense, Sean.
They are, and employing this zone defense, which has paid dividends for them, because they've been able to kind of slow the pace, and this is a team that likes to shoot over the top, but so far they haven't been able, with one exception, to beat them from behind the arc here in this zone defense.
And just 4 of 14 now from 3 for Wisconsin as that ball comes loose, and it's going to go the other way. A turnover for the Gophers. So Wisconsin team, Sean, that has not won a game this year when they have failed to reach 80 points. And that's the magic number. When they hit 80, they win. When they don't hit 80, they lose. And they're certainly not on a pace to get there right now.
No, I think in this zone defense and the changing defenses have been a big part of that.
Good defense there to knock it away by Grove. Here's Reynolds now for the Gophers. On the break, dishes it off, and Grove lays it in.
And that was made possible because Grove didn't jog, Dave. He sprinted to the rim. They have to honor Reynolds in transition, and Reynolds with a nice delivery by Grove, who did his work by being down there and available.
That is the 7th assist for Reynolds as Carrington bricks one, and Grove the rebound. Wind down towards 2 minutes in this first half, a first half which has been controlled largely by Minnesota. Badgers have led for just a minute and a half. Crocker Johnson on the blocks, that one doesn't go. And the rebound to Wisconsin's Shinicki.
And they had Crocker Johnson earlier in that possession. They just missed him because he had his defender completely buried.
Rohde cut off by Tyson and a turnover. And now Rohde goes down grabbing his ankle behind the play. Advantage Gophers, and a whistle and a foul.
No, actually nothing.
Well, that's a little awkward
That's
an awkward landing.
In that area where you see the Big Ten logo, if you are Wisconsin, someone has to flash in there and get in the gut of that defense, because right now they're playing exactly into the hands of that defense. They want to keep you on the perimeter with no ball movement.
Feed on the baseline. Witter can't get it to go. Osama the other way for Minnesota. Trying to build on its biggest lead. The three from Crocker Johnson is well off the mark, and Blackwell clears it for Wisconsin. Here's Blackwell on the run, and he turns it over. Good defense from Grayson Grove.
Well, they were trying to go right at Grove, and that's the second defensive impressive performance by Grove. Remember, a few possessions ago, he walled up on Winter and forced a desperation shot.
Tyson into the lane. Has it blocked from behind. Bilyauskis got it. Now Boyd on the run. Boyd through the lane. Not there. Bilyauskis the rebound. Back up with it. Knocked away. And the Gophers come out of there with it. Don't forget, stick around for the halftime show presented by State Farm. Rick Pizzo, Rayfeld Davis, and Steve Smith standing by in Chicago as this crowd comes to its feet in Williams Arena. Osama does not go, knocked around a bit, and that'll do it for the first half. And what a first half it was for the Minnesota Golden Gophers show. More than 50% of their field goal attempts are threes. That has held true tonight. 15 of their 29 field goal attempts have been threes, but they've only hit 4 of them, as we are finally going here for the second half. Shot clock is at 10, and that's where it should be. Here's Blackwell with the shot clock at 5. Pass to Osama, hanging in the air, doesn't go. Offensive rebound though, back up Bilyauskis, and he'll go to the line. Bilyauskis pulls over his car and goes over to introduce himself, and he said, Alexis is looking at him like, who's this crazy guy running up to me?
Well, even if it's not Bilyauskis and you look like Bilyauskis, you might say, hey, have you ever thought about basketball?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. If you see a 6'10" guy lumbering down the street, you say, you know what? I'm the basketball coach. We got a place for you. Here's Reynolds. Now Osama. Bilyauskis there to meet him. And a poor pass that goes out of bounds. First with 8 to shoot. Osama draining the 3. That's 9 now for the sophomore from Cherry, Minnesota. Largest lead of the game for the Gophers at 8. Rohde and a foul inside.
We have to get something going toward the rim. Not just because we've struggled shooting the 3 range, but we can't get a team. It doesn't do any good to have a team with a limited depth if you don't put them in a situation where they have to exercise it.
And Boyd turns it over with the travel. It has been a struggle for him the starters have to log a ton of minutes. And again, this is due to injury issues. They have 2 starters out for the year. Chauncey Willis Jr., their starting point guard at the beginning of the year, and then a big man, Robert Vaihola. And then B.J. Oman and Chance Stevens haven't played all year either. So very limited in terms of the number of players, and not the way that they had structured the roster at the beginning of the year, as Crocker Johnson hits, and he'll go to the stripe. And Sean, that's 3 fouls on Alexis Bielyauskas as Crocker Johnson finishes off the three-point play. 13 for him, just over his season average, and the Gophers have extended this lead to 11. Blackwell open for 3, drains it.
And that's a breakdown, a rare breakdown in communication defensively by Minnesota. Tyson did his job, he stopped it, but then he vacated and there was no one to come over there and contest the shot by Blackwell, and Blackwell able to recognize and take advantage.
It's 10 points now for Blackwell. Here's Tyson. Rhodey cuts him off. Tyson leaves it short.
Good defense by Rhodey walling up there.
Blackwell gonna try another, and hit.
Now what that'll do on another ball reversal day, a shot fake, and he's gonna be able to get in the lane.
A one-man 6-0 run by John Blackwell has this back to a 5-point game. Here's Durkin. Good feet inside. Crocker Johnson lays it in.
How about the popping of the basketball by Minnesota? And they understood that Wisconsin had a defender slip. You have a number situation. A lot of times we talk about that in the full court. There they recognize it in the half court and take advantage.
Team that shares the ball so beautifully. Winter, the footwork is really something.
Yeah, because, you know, and that was an off-balance shot. That's not an easy shot by Nolan Winter.
Nolan Winter's dad, Trevor, played on Minnesota's Final Four team in 1997. Now 8 points and 6 boards. Durkin, 3-ball, rims out, winner of the rebound. Here's Boyd. Boyd puts so much pressure on the defense, Sean. He'll try the 3 and hit. The Badgers have hit their last 4 and they've cut it to a 2-point game. Reynolds and the foul. Off the 3-point play. 8 points now for him, and the Gopher lead back out to 5. Boyd will try another 3, not there, and the Gophers control the board.
Bielyauskas with 3 fouls. Crocker Johnson may have a lot to say about this offensive sequence.
Crocker Johnson right in on Bielyauskas, and the foul, that's number 4 on the big freshman. You surprised Bielyauskas was still out there with the 3 fouls?
You know, he'd been playing okay, and giving him some good things defensively, but you know, now you're going to go smaller, and that could play, especially for a guy like Crocker Johnson. Now that gives them one less player to worry about.
Winter, move to the hoop for him. He is into double figures. 14th time this year.
And he just keeps getting better and better.
I remember talking to Greg Gard his freshman year, and he said to me, he is going to be fabulous. And he was right.
Yeah. And he's really picked up his rebounding, about 9 per game now.
Awesome, a cut off there by Winter. Here's Reynolds, shot clock at 5.
Good shot by Rhodey. Man, Rhodey has been stellar.
Tough contested 3 from Bobby Durkin.
Rhodey was so active defensively, but Minnesota had an answer.
Yeah, great defense, better offense as Blackwell is fouled on his way to the basket.
It looked like that possession was going nowhere.
He hit some big shots in that second half against the Trojans. At Minnesota before transferring to Tulsa and ultimately ending up at Wisconsin. Blackwell hitting both free throws. 16 points now for the junior. Crocker Johnson, he's got Janicki on him, so a size mismatch there. Crocker Johnson going to work, but good team defense from the Badgers, and here comes Boyd on the break. Boyd, strong to the hoop, and he draws the foul.
Because the other thing you'll notice, Dave, is he's always looking up the floor.
Transferred from San Diego State. He played 4 years at FAU, playing for Dusty May there, and he gave it to his former coach with 22 points the other day in that big Badger win over the Wolverines. 4-point game. Here's Durkin. Passing is really something.
And again, you know, Durkin understanding his defender kind of turned to locate where the dribble drive was coming from, and Durkin just dove.
Like Greg Gard was saying today, if you lose your concentration for even a moment, you're going to get back cut. Boyd, short off the rim, offensive rebound though. Blackwell, fresh 20. Carrington doesn't need it. He'll shoot the three and hit.
Nice play by Blackwell to come in there and keep the possession alive, and understanding he was starting to look out right away for a spot-up three-point shooter, because that's what allows Wisconsin to climb back into this thing.
Nico Medved very adamant today, and now we got an offensive foul on Crocker Johnson. A hand to the face of Winter. So Crocker Johnson stays on the floor in a 53-50 game. Winter, beautifully designed and beautifully executed. A dozen now for Nolan Winter. And Minnesota holds on to the slimmest of leads. Gophers have led by as many as 11. Osima, Durkin in the corner. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Wisconsin. So the Badgers now with a chance to take the lead. They have not led this game, Sean, since it was 8-7. Minnesota's led for more than 24 minutes. Here's Carrington against his former team. He stepped out.
Good cut by Tyson. And Janicki took it away.
Crocker Johnson with the left hand, gets his own rebound.
Shot clock should not have reset.
Yeah, should not have reset. That did not hit the rim, and I think Brian Dorsey realizes it now. And so they are going to go take a look here. So 6 to shoot for the Gophers. Here's Durkin, and he's fouled by Carrington. Just the 14th foul on the Badgers. Reynolds backing down Boyd. Goes to the right, hand off glass, nicely done.
And a nice job by Reynolds of being patient in his own right offensively. You had the stunt coming down there by Janicki, and he waited for it to clear before he made his decisive move.
Blackwell. There's Boyd. Great team defense by the Gophers.
Good communication between Crocker Johnson and Osima, because they had a mismatch with Winter with Osima guarding him, but they were able to retrieve it.
Winter can't get it to go. Good job by Osima to tip it to Durkin. Gophers by 3, trying to beat Wisconsin for the first time in 6 years, and a foul inside on Janicki.
You can't displace speed on offense or defense, and he kind of rode him up there a little bit. That's a tough break though for Janicki.
Nice turnaround by Tyson. Just 8 points for the Big Ten's second leading scorer, and the Gophers get that lead back out to 5. Blackwell, long three, got it. 18 points now for John Blackwell. 4 of 5 behind the arc. And Tyson had it knocked away. It'll stay with Minnesota. Here's Reynolds. That rims out. And the rebound out of the Badgers. Here comes Blackwell.
Oh, nice slip.
Carrington, 3-ball, got it.
That was pretty basketball. Because Carrington kind of broke off his route. I think Minnesota thought he was going to clear and go to the other side. He recognized how Minnesota was going to try to defend it, then he flared out, and they find him here in this near corner.
A 6-0 run for the Badgers has them on top for the first time since it was 8-7 shot.
And it's been the 3-ball. We talked about their proficiency from there, especially coming off that game at Michigan. They struggled in that regard in the first half, but not here in the second.
Late shot clock, that one doesn't go. Blackwell the rebound. Here's Blackwell. And he's fouled out top by Reynolds, and then following through, it looked like Blackwell got Reynolds in the face there.
Make sure that you pay attention to the trigger man. In this case, it's Blackwell. That's why.
As you predicted, Blackwell gets it back and earns himself a trip to the stripe.
They thought he was going to go all the way through on a little wheel route and come out the other side. He recognized how they were playing him, cut his route short.
As Blackwell hits both free throws, 20 points now for him. 7th time this year he's hit the 20-point mark. An 8-0 run for Wisconsin. Osima out top Tyson, and he loses it.
And a good job by Blackwell of really running at Tyson and taking away that 3-point shot. Then you force Tyson to put the ball on the floor. He gets in there, active red hands, but it started with Blackwell.
8 minutes to go in the game. 3-ball, Carrington again. And Minnesota takes timeout. An 11-0 Wisconsin run.
But again, I want to emphasize, it started in this half with Wisconsin starting to attack the rim a little bit, and it kind of put Minnesota a little bit on their heels, and the three-point shooting has followed.
Boyd working on Durkin. Boyd will go to the free throw line.
If he's able to get going with that left hand, a made basket or a trip to the foul line is usually the result.
He leads Big Ten guards in points in the paint. Just 10 points total in this game for a guy who averages nearly 20. But again, Braden Carrington, John Blackwell made up for that. Osima.
Nice job by Rhodey of jamming Durkin and taking away the catch and release 3.
Tyson. Shot clock under 10. Crocker Johnson got to get something going here. Tyson, tough 3, and he is fouled.
That was also made possible because Tyson set up that screen, but the other thing he did is he came off shoulder to shoulder.
Tyson misses 2 of 3, a guy who's over 80% at the stripe. Those are big misses. Wisconsin in no hurry here, although Carrington was feeling it, and that one almost bounces in, and Wisconsin gets the board. And now Nico Medved feels like that ball was out of bounds. He is protesting vehemently, Sean. And now a near turnover. Carrington gets it back, had 3 to shoot. Left it short. Winner's got it. It's blocked away in a shot clock violation. Here's Crocker Johnson. That doesn't go, and the rebound to Boyd.
Yeah, that just came off his hand awkwardly. And the one thing that last possession did, even though Wisconsin didn't score, it burned time. And right now, that is the enemy of the Golden Gophers.
Winding down under a minute and a half to go. Blackwell knocked away by Osima. Great hustle. But it stays with Wisconsin. Just 5 seconds to shoot now for the Badgers. They get it to Blackwell, and he'll hoist the 3. It's an air ball, and so good defensive stand for the Gophers. Here comes Reynolds. Minnesota got to hurry, and Reynolds, that's exactly what they want as they get to shoot with no time coming off the clock. The field house was the primary.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah. The field house. So they played at the old, you remember the old field house?
Sure. No, I do not.
Yeah. It's like the Red Gym, you know the Red Gym in Madison? Yeah. It's great old buildings. A 4-point game, 72-68. Wisconsin. Boyd on the drive, cut off by Crocker Johnson. Under a minute to go. Blackwell, fade away, left it short.
And a good job by Crocker Johnson. Blackwell was trying to goad him into a foul. He wouldn't bite.
Durkin, good defense by Winter to cut him off. On the drive, Osima lays it in. It is a 2-point game, and Minnesota calls timeout.
And to your point about the foul situation, if you are beaten on a dribble drive, make sure you make a play on the ball.
And Blackwell is fouled, so Minnesota chooses to foul and extend the game.
You have to make sure you don't bail out Minnesota on a potential miss with an over the back. That point is now moved.
Time of the essence here for the Gophers. Osima is tripped out top by Janicki. That is 4 on Jack Janicki. And it sends Osima to the line. Again, he is going to shoot 2 here. Minnesota will shoot 2 the rest of the way.
And Osima, 83% on the year. Tonight has split.
Hits the first one. And he got them both. So now obviously no choice here for Minnesota but to foul. And they foul actually before the inbounds. Like it was Boyd that got fouled there by Reynolds. Misses the free throw. A huge miss there. Keep in mind, Minnesota does not have a timeout shot. They're just going to have to go here. Boyd rattles home the second one. but it is a one-possession game.
And on a dribble drive, you cannot, if you're Blackwell, you're going to stay attached to Tyson here.
Here's Osama. Into the lane, blocked away by Carrington. They get it back, and Reynolds misses the layup. And a foul.
That's the second block shot by Carrington. Took away a point-blank opportunity, attacked the shooting pocket on Osama, then he contests again, which allows Winter to come over and clean it up.
What a game Braden Carrington has had in his homecoming here, as Langston Reynolds has fouled out of the game for Minnesota. But Carrington has just been phenomenal. Winter, though, misses the free throw, so it is still a one-possession game. One more here for the junior from nearby Lakeville. And that one rims out. Gophers with a chance. The three on the way. It goes! Tyson! Now Blackwell for the win. Good!
The basket is good.
And the officials have confirmed it is good. The game is over. Cade Tyson, the huge three to tie it up. But John Blackwell, I have no doubt about it. Plenty of time left on the clock, and he drains it. What a game as the Badgers come into the barn and beat the Gophers for the 10th straight time. As we look at it one more time, a remarkable finish in John Blackwell, the hero of the game, 27 points for him, including the game winner.